Hi, this is Jeline from the Honors Tutorial. Welcome for our topic, which is about factoring difference of two squares for Mathematics 8. But before we proceed with our main topic for today, I want you to identify if it is a perfect square or not. Is 56 a perfect square number? No, it is not. 72, is it a perfect square number? No, it is not also. How about 9? Is it a perfect square number? Yes, it is a perfect square number. How about 16? Is it a perfect square number? Yes, it is a perfect square number. How do we know that this is a perfect square number? It is because we have here, just like multiplication table, we do have table for perfect square numbers. Let me just guide you with this one. So, for example, I have here 1 squared. So 1 squared meaning that's 1 times 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. So we can say that 1 is a perfect square number, the product itself. Okay? So for example, 2 raised to 2. 2 raised to 2 meaning 2 times 2. And that is equal to 4. We can say that 4 is a perfect square number because it is the result of squaring 2. So that's 4. That's why it is a perfect square number. And then for 9, this is the reason behind that. So it is because when 3 is raised to 2, your exponent here, which is 2, is telling your base how many times are you going to multiply the base to itself, and that is twice. So therefore, we have here 3 times 3, and that is 9. So therefore, 9 is a perfect square number because 9 is the result when you square 3, or when 3 is raised to 2, that's 9. So that's why it is considered to be a perfect square number. And for 16, same process. It is because when 4 is raised to 2, meaning that's 4 times 4, that is equal to 16. So therefore, 16 is a perfect square number. Next, how about 80? Is it a perfect square number? No, it's not. Next, how about 121? Is it a perfect square number? Yes, it is. Next, 25. Is it a perfect square number? Yes. 30. No, it's not. 144. Yes. 36. Yes, also. 225. It's a yes. And 100. It is a yes. So I suggest for you, dear students, to memorize the perfect square numbers for this topic. You have to identify if it is a perfect square or not for you to survive this kind of topic. Next. So we have here our pattern. This is x squared minus y squared. Actually, this is the given. This part, let me just box it for you. So this will be your given, and then the other part, which is the quantity of x plus y times the quantity of x minus y, is your factors. So let's have an example here. So we have here x squared minus 4. So let's write our solution here. Solution, and then copy the given. And that is x squared minus 4. And then since we have here the pattern, I need you to write an equal sign here and prepare two parentheses here. And then just copy this, the operations, that's plus and minus. And then get the square root of x squared. So how to get the square root of x squared without using the calculator? Our index here is 2. It is 2, but it is not written. It is invisible. So 2 divided by 2, that is equal to x raised to 1. Or you can just simply write x. So you will be writing x on both parentheses. Remember, that is for the first term. Do not write it on the second term. Next, don't mind this one. Just go directly to square root of 4. So square root of 4 is 2. It is because when 2 is raised to 2, or meaning 2 times 2 is equal to 4, you will not get 4, you will get the base itself, that's 2. So that's x plus 2 and x minus 2. And this is the final answer. The quantity of x plus 2 times the quantity of x minus 2. Next. Same pattern. I want you to follow the pattern very carefully. Solution. For your solution, copy the given. That's 4x squared minus 16. And then same process. What I want you to do is to write an equal sign here and prepare two parentheses. And then copy this operation, plus and minus. And then after that, get the square root of the first term, 4x squared. Square root of 4, that's 2. Write 2 here. Square root of x squared, that's x. So we have here 2x for our first term. For the second term, don't mind this, the operation. And then just go straight to square root of 16. Square root of 16 is equal to 4. Why? It is because when 4 is raised to 2, meaning 4 times 4, that is equal to 16. You will not get the 16, the result. You will get the base, which is 4. So therefore, we have to write 4 and 4 here. And that's it for example 2. This is the factors already. Next. We have here 25x squared y raised to 4 minus 100x raised to 6 y raised to 10. So same process, write solution. Then copy the given. That's 25x squared y raised to 4 minus 100 x raised to 6 y raised to 10. And then, of course, you have to prepare two parentheses, but let me just write it here below. Two parentheses here, and then copy this, the operation in our given, that's plus and minus. And then let's do it. Let's look for the square root of the first term. Square root of the first term, 25, that's 5. Why? Because when 5 is raised to 2, meaning that's 5 times 5, that is equal to 25. And then instead of getting the result itself, that is 25, we are going to get the base, which is 5. And then for x squared, um, I have mentioned before that the index here is 2, but it is not written, right? It is invisible, but it is there. So divide it for the variable. 2 divided by 2, that's 1. You can write x raised to 1, or you can just simply write x. Your choice. Next, y raised to 4. Just copy y and then divide the exponents. 4 divided by 2, that's 2. And that's it. That's for the first term, 5xy raised to 2. And then just copy it on the other side. Next, don't mind this, the operation, or else you will be incorrect. Let's have this. Square root of 100x raised to 6, y raised to 10. Square root of 100, that's 10. Why? Because, let me just write it here below. 10 squared, meaning 10 times 10 is equal to 100. So again, you will not get the result, you will get the base itself, and that's 10. And then for 6 and 10, the exponents, you have to divide it by your index, and that's 2, though it is invisible. Just divide it. So 6 divided by 2, that's 3. So x raised to 3, and then y. 10 divided by 2, that's 5. And this is for our second term. So plus 10 x cubed y raised to 5, and then the other side, 10x cubed again, y raised to 5. And that's it. This is already the final answer. So the factors are the quantity of 5xy squared plus 10x cubed y raised to 5 times the quantity of 5xy squared minus 10x cubed y raised to 5. So that's it for this topic. If you have question, clarification, or inquiries about us, kindly message the Honors Tutorials page. Thank you and God bless.